All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday evening. That's right, I told you guys I would be live on Sunday, but I was live this morning too. Some of you are back to hear more. But this morning had to get on because we did have some big drops happening this morning in the crypto market, Bitcoin and Dogecoin. And we wanted to talk about, are we in a bear market? Is this a bear market? Is this just a bearish drop, bearish sentiment? And are we just, is this a double bottom now as we're sitting here, and is this going to turn around and come back up? What's going to happen? We're going to be talking about that this evening on a Sunday. Hope everybody's doing okay. A lot to talk about. Welcome. Let me get down here in the corner here. And uncertainty. Well, this was the article that I was going to reference this morning, but I changed it over to the bear market thing. But Dogecoin price holds steady, uncertainty lingers over next move. That was this morning. Guess what? The next move was down. The next move was down from this. So bullish breakout. Can Dogecoin escape consolidation? No, it didn't happen. Dogecoin had been trading within a tight range, struggling to establish a clear direction as buyers and sellers battle for control. The question remains, can Doge break out of consolidation and spark a bullish run? It didn't. It went down instead. At the time this article was printed, Doge was at 19 cents, and now we're in the 16. So uncertainty. There was uncertainty, obviously, 12 hours ago, and there's still uncertainty now, but we have a lower price with Doge with that uncertainty. So some interesting things to be looking at, crucial support zones if Doge declines. So according to them at the time, again, it was 19.5. The first major support level to watch was 18 cents, which has historically served as a strong floor during previous pullbacks. Not really, but yeah, we didn't hold 18 cents. If selling pressure increases, Dogecoin could test this level. Crucial area for bounce if it breaks below. We're looking at 12.93 cents. So that's what that started with. And look, the other article was top crypto losers of the week following the crypto summit, Dogecoin, Cardano, and Solana. Yeah, we have the weekly close coming in half an hour, the weekly close. And there's a lot of red in the weeks. The weekly is pretty much red. So the crypto summit ended up not being what we thought it would be. Although some did. I mean, it was politics, right? And Trump really didn't. The part we saw, Trump congratulating the working group congratulating Trump, patting each other on the back with not much really to say other than what had already come out from the executive order the night before. Strategic Bitcoin reserve, crypto stockpile. We've been talking about that. In the end, really isn't meaning that much. So, yep, that was it's a tough end of the week, that's for sure. Dogecoin, Cardano drop over 10%. Bitcoin dips below 83. Well, that was just a few hours ago. Now Bitcoin dipped all the way down to 80K. Went all the way down to 80 just about half an hour ago. So we're starting to get a little recovery. Maybe this was a Bitcoin bounce. Maybe they wanted to hit 80 and come back up. But not too long ago, Bitcoin was at 78. That was back here on 28th of February. So just a little over a week ago, and Bitcoin has not retested that dip. So there could still be some more pain ahead for Bitcoin if they want to dip further, again, down to 77K, which closes that old CME gap and takes out hundreds of millions of dollars of leverage long positions. So that could still happen. So just putting out there what that uncertainty is, Bitcoin could drop below that 28th of February, 78.4, and hit down into the 77s. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened now. Just where Bitcoin is. Dogecoin on that day, 28th, that was at 18.2, and that's when I bought on that dip back on February 28th. 18.5, 18.6, right in there is where I bought. And we have dropped lower now. So 16.8 right now is the current price of Dogecoin. So Bitcoin and Ethereum could face major bull trap before sharp correction. Well, we've been talking about, is this a bear trap that we've been in? But could we start to see a recovery and that becomes a bull trap and it turns around and drops lower? That would begin to signify a real bear market then. If that happened, we got a nice correction going and then turned around and dropped even lower. So we will be watching that for sure. Bitcoin faces decline, new low predicted. So Bitcoin teetering on the edge of significant support level. Analysts warning of increased volatility if it closes the week below 82K. So right now it's at 80.6. I don't think it's going to be coming back up to 82 in the next 22 minutes for the weekly close. This is what Bitcoin looks like on the weekly. Big red candle. I don't see it going back up to 82 in the next 20 minutes. Dogecoin, its weekly candle, pretty red as well. Dogecoin falls to 4-month low. Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, all sinking. Again, for those that are saying Dogecoin is dead or Dogecoin stinks or whatever, it's like, guys, it's not just Dogecoin. All the alts are falling. All of crypto's falling. It's not just Dogecoin. So that's where we are right now. It's Dogecoin. It's XRP. I mean, we can zoom out and we can look at like the 4-hour chart again and see this decline. And we can see Solana doing the same thing, Cardano doing the same thing, XRP doing the same thing. So it's not just Dogecoin, guys. But some of you just like to say, getting out of this crappy coin. Well, you're going to get out of Doge, and then what are you going to do? Right? Because everything's down. Dogecoin price eyes explosive rally to $2.74 if support holds at 17 cents. So first, 17 cent did not hold because we're at 16.7 now. We've dipped below that. And then all this talk about Ali and his price predictions, and he said $2.74 on one of his charts, and it was like, nope. And as soon as you start to see Dogecoin come back up, maybe to 17, 18 cents, then all of the dollar Doge going to $1, $2, $10, that's all going to come back. We got a long ways to go. But in the short term, uncertainty is still there. The next big move for Dogecoin, why 17 cents could be the key to unlocking a monster rally. Again, another article referring back to Ali again, and is Doge going to get back up reset 17 cents as support and then move higher. Some of you still think are waiting for 15 cents or lower to buy more. So that's the uncertainty is there. The sentiment is still down in crypto. Yahoo Finance, we said we would look at the futures. Well, they're red. S&P 500 is down and its futures. Dow is down in the futures. NASDAQ down in futures. And Russell 2000 down in the futures. Crude oil is down, but gold is up. So that's pretty bearish right now on a Sunday night. Now overnight, we could see these futures turn around. That does happen sometimes, but futures just opened here on for the New York stocks, and it's all in the red. Yeah, Fed rate cuts are, well, here's what the watch tool. Again, for March 19th, 97%, no cut. No cut. 97%. And then you go to May, the next FOMC, and it's 67% no cut, 32%, a 25 basis point cut. So there's a little bit of optimism here for May 7th. But March 19th, no. Pretty much stay the same. So that's what we've got opening. Guys, just wanted to give that brief summary. Again, I was on earlier this morning. We were talking about bear market. Is this a bear market? Is this just an extended pullback? Do we have a full left translated cycle where we hit the top in December and it's just been bear market since, and that's going to continue? So again, a lot of interesting discussion we had. Appreciate all the comments in the chat as well. We had some good discussions. You're a little bit off, but open to hear what you have to say. Ali just posted if it holds 16 cents. All right, so he continues to change his tune, obviously. Sure, if it holds 16 cents, then what? We're going to go to $2.74? And Jerome said likely not any cuts till summer. Yeah, so what happens in May could be a hold as well. Do you think the market makers are getting retail sellers out? No, retail sellers will be around. It's crypto. Trump wants cuts. Yes. Trump wants cuts. So it's a factor of inflation going down. We need to see those inflation numbers down in the next week. Unemployment up. That seems to be good for lowering interest rates, to have unemployment up. And then whatever the key economic indicators other that they look at. But I mean, they're so conservative and they're so slow, the Fed is, that it's probably not going to move. Yeah, the new day is now 8 p.m. East Coast time, 15 more minutes from now, because we moved our clocks ahead. Spring forward, daylight savings time. And now it's like, why don't we just keep it here? Let's not move them back in the fall. Let's just stay where they are and let's go forward. We don't need this moving the clocks back and forth anymore. My sound is choppy. I don't know. Seems to be okay. Everything good here. Bear market. Look at Dogecoin from May of 2021 all the way through 2022. That was pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. Bull market, bear market, I don't know. I just buy the dips with what I can, when I can. Wait for the God candle. That's all. That's all. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my mic. Seems to be all right. On my end, everything check. It's a pullback retest. Too much cash waiting on the sidelines. Crypto the Conqueror is buying. So some are buying on the dips here, but we still have a lot of negativity out there. We can't sustain a reversal. So still a lot of weakness. Monica buying the dips. Know that because this has been an unusual alt season, it has. Unemployment numbers will be on their way up. Yes. Stagflation, there's been discussions about that and whether we are going to see that. We hope. Tim Stebbing, the Dogecoin Foundation, the House of Doge come out with some really good news. The partnerships, what the whole deal is about Dogecoin adoption. That would be specifically for Doge, and Doge can go on runs by itself. We have seen that before. But right now, the hype isn't there, the sentiment isn't there, despite good things that we think are coming for Doge. I know the whole Department of Government Efficiency thing, Doge, half the country hates it. So yeah, it's tough. And what happened to our 4-year cycle, Mars? I still think we're going to have a pump in the fall 2025, and that's going to be our double top or even more. We'll see how this plays out. Maybe the whole concept of the full 4-year cycles is over, and now we're going to have briefer cycles up and down, and we're going to trade maybe more like the stock market than what crypto has done before. That could be less reliance on the Bitcoin halving cycle. And maybe, just maybe, individual cryptos start acting on their own and don't all just follow Bitcoin. Maybe. Doge isn't hated, it's feared. Where are we reloading at? Right now, 16.7. I mean, we bottomed here at 16.5 a couple hours ago. Almost touched it again here. Almost an hour ago. But it's weak, though. We're not getting a bounce back. Dogecoin is on life support, EK says. But the plug being pulled thing, that's just a stupid comment. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here, Stephen. Glad you're here too. Ohio's been trying to get daylight savings time permanent. I just hope the country just did it. And let's just end it. Official NCT. MyDoge wallet is safe as long as you take care of it. 2-factor authentication. And you have your key, right? Your passphrase written down somewhere. Don't put it in an app like Chris Larson did. Did you hear about that? XRP's Chris Larson actually had an app that he put his seed phrase in for his XRP wallet, and it got hacked. Did you hear about that? It's like, come on, dude. He lost $150 million in XRP. Because he put his seed phrase into this passkey. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? Crypto wallets are as safe as you make them safe. MyDoge is safe. Just take care of your phone. Make sure you have 2-factor authentication on your phone, as well as the MyDoge app. Charles, we are waiting for the big announcement. Hopefully this week. My investment plan won't allow withdrawal. They know what's coming. Okay. James says, don't buy now. It's going to keep dipping. It's still looking weak. But who's selling at 16 cents? Mars says, hey, you want to sell if you want, but I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy too on Friday, whatever I got, because I still believe in Dogecoin longer term. Is that 70 cents or 7 cents or 0.7 cents? Not sure what you mean there all in one, but that's a strange one. Full reversal on Monday. Wow. But yet others think Bitcoin down to 74. So people are all over the map on where this is going to go. Let's do a poll. And let's see where you guys are thinking. What will we see first with Dogecoin? Cents. 18 cents. Let's see what you guys think. Are we going to go down more, or are we going to go up? Let's see what you guys think. I'm guessing it's going to end up about half, 50-50. That's the sentiment I'm getting. It's like it's going to be 50-50. But we'll see what you guys think. Go ahead and vote in the poll. Let's see where we end up. Hopefully by Q4, we'll see a mega bull run. You still have faith in the 4-year cycle this time around. Brian, I'm with you still. Still 2025. It's early March still. We got a long ways to go. I'm with you. Ron thinks it's all a big scheme between Elon and Trump. In 2021, Dogecoin had a January pump, then it settled down, and then it pumped in April. And that was that April pump was all the hype around Elon going to make an appearance on Saturday Night Live. And if you remember, it was already, Dogecoin's price was already crashing the day before Saturday Night Live, particularly that morning. But it was a very typical buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event. That was big. Yeah, DB. I just say that let's just make it daylight savings permanent. Just not turn the clocks back. Let's just keep them here. Let's go. Just be done with it. Yeah, switch to kryptonite. That the whole thing about the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. I mean, you've got what, 45% of the country, the United States, are Democrats. So most of them don't like it because of Elon, the poor people losing their jobs, all the money that's getting cut, which is going out to help people. Supposedly, there was a lot of grift going on too, though. Alt season canceled. So there is something to say about that, because we're not getting stimulus checks. There's not going to be free money rolling around like we had in 2021. So again, we may not have a true alt season. ETH is still weak. Bitcoin continues to outperform ETH. The ETH BTC trading pair continues to drop. So there's no money flowing out of Bitcoin into Ethereum. That's not happening. Not this cycle. You can't bear it anymore, Kidaro says. Yeah, Space Cowboy. Why did this happen in December? Well, December, we were still riding the high from Trump getting elected until the FOMC said, you know what, we're looking ahead to 2025 and it doesn't look good. So we don't think there's going to be many rate cuts. And that dumped the market. Maybe that was a sign right there. Maybe that was the sign right there. You think they're going to put the Dogecoin Foundation on hold now? Now's the best time to actually get this thing launched. And for many, you're investing long term. So these short-term price dumps and pumps don't matter to you because you're looking at the longer term, what's out there. And this is just noise, the short-term noise. And for those that believe that, buying on dips is a good thing, but we don't know where the bottom is from this sort of extended dip as we've been going from 20 to 19 to 18 to 17 to 16. Are we going to see 15 or not? Right now, just about 2/3 of you think that. Get some more votes in the poll. Let's see where you guys are. Mineral Crystal, more hopeful now than I've ever been. Good buying opportunity. Dustin, I heard you talk on tariffs this morning. You mentioned tariffs will push the manufacturers to build in the USA. Yay, jobs. Won't manufacturing the cars in the US make the price of cars higher? Yeah, they'll be a little higher, yes. But we'll have those jobs. So it does kind of lead to inflation, but then what he does is he backs that up with tax cuts. So with tax cuts, you would have more disposable income. So that's what the balance is. 10 cents. Wow, Takoa. NCT says not going anywhere. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, though. You mean short term or long term? It's just going to stay at 16 cents. Sundays have been pretty rough days for crypto, particularly this year. They've been rough days. We've got one more minute until the weekly close. Bitcoin's going to close at 80,700. There's the close right there. 80,700 on Bitcoin. And Doge closed at 16.8. So that was the weekly close. Big red candle. So we start a new week now. Let's be green. Let's be green. But yeah, this is what we've done since December. We've been in this downward channel that I've been following, and we're down at the bottom of the channel. Bitcoin is starting to create its own channel here. Kind of interesting. Let's see how that plays out for Bitcoin. As we start the new week. All in one from 48 to 7. You want 18, but your gut says 15 first. It's still March. We were expecting this run this fall originally. So wait, I still thought we would have a good spring. Choppy, but good. And so far, it hasn't been that. $0.05, JQ says. Wow. House of Doge posted. It's coming, and it's coming fast. House of Doge. What did they post? Repost. 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 Inevitable 360. Repost. No. I don't have any new posts. Got a bunch of reposts. There we go. It's coming and coming fast. Get ready. Dogecoin is money. Dogecoin is the people's coin. Okay. I'll like that. And XSpace says Doge is falling also fast. House of Doge says we've been here before. Doge loyal. Interesting. Can't wait to find out who these are, who people are with House of Doge. Are we ready for the Dogecoin Foundation and the House of Doge? Dogecoin adoption is coming. We'll just post that. Right now, we've got this big green candle trying to go back up to 17 cents. I don't think there were ever going to be Doge checks being sent out, DB. I always thought it would be more tax cuts and not Doge checks. The market is rough. We're only 2 months into the new president's term. He's pushing to get the rest of the world on his agenda. And he did say that there would be disruption at the beginning of his term. Yeah, we talked about the Trump token earlier, and we showed that in the earlier live stream and its impact on the market at that time. That was tough. That was tough. Hard times, lay back, relax. Yep, good around town. There's only one real meme coin. Everything else is a money grab. Be patient. Yep. Fair enough. Yeah, Trump token down in the 10s now. Ouch. My collectibles aren't worth as much as when I bought them. My collectibles, my Trump collectibles. Yeah, someone said that. Buy when there's blood in the street. Buyers will be rewarded at these levels. I'm not quite calling this a gift yet, but it certainly is a good buying opportunity. Doesn't mean we might not dip a little lower. Let's see the updated futures. Still red. Futures are still red. All governments give you in one hand and take out of the other. That's pretty much life, right? You work, paycheck comes in, and then it just goes out the other way. Hard to get ahead. It's definitely hard to get ahead. I know, Ron, this is that bearish sentiment we were talking about this morning. Even for people who've been in crypto for 5 or more years, this is not your first cycle. And it's like, we've been positive. This is probably the one time our group is as negative as it can be. There is a lot of negativity there. Tesla at 256 pre-market. Well, it's not pre-market yet. This is overnight. This is the overnight trading. The pre-market really starts at 6 a.m. in the morning, the true pre-market. But there is overnight trading on many platforms where you can trade Tesla. So yeah, 256. Are we stuck? I'm not thinking 12 cents, Andrew. I'm not that bearish. I'm not that bearish on Doge. Yep, Bitcoin downward channel. Trump had a TV interview today, yeah, with what's her name on Fox? Maria Bertoli, something like that. He wouldn't rule out a recession or disruption in the markets while he executes his plan. Yep. That disruption is going to take a little longer. It's rigged. Breaking news. Just in. Rigged. You're getting an adrenaline high from losing money. Well, just remember, Isaac, you don't lose until you sell. And I did take some L's on some of my alt investments when I did my selling back on February 1st. But it was to avoid further losses. That's just where it was at the time. No, Maximus, there's no secret message with Elon. He bought Twitter in, I want to say, late October 2022. Dogecoin spiked up from like 7 cents to like 15 cents and then came back down to 8 cents. And then he changed the logo to the Doge probably in May 2023, if I recall, maybe April. And Dogecoin spiked up in price and came back down. And then he changed the whole thing to X.com and X. There was no hidden message. Elon, there's no grand plan. He just does things as he feels. Most of it was a joke. Someone said, put a Dogecoin logo on the site, so he did. It was a joke. Waiting to hear from Stebbings, House of Doge. I mean, this certainly is pretty good, right? House of Doge saying it's coming and coming fast. That is very positive. Dogecoin is money. Dogecoin is the people's coin. That is really positive. Again, Monica, thank you for pointing that out. House of Doge, next post. Stop selling, idiots. Yeah. People are going to be crying when Doge is $1 and they didn't buy any. Or they sold thinking that it would drop lower and they had some buy-in price that it never hit. Didn't quite get back to 17 cents yet. No choice but to hold at this point. Yeah, but here we are, Johnny. Not in the mood, Bruce. Not now for a concert video. Not right now. Iran rejected Trump's nuclear talks. The Middle East is just never going to be solved. Crypto won't reverse with the stock market selling off, right? And we talked about that this morning, that if indeed Monday is a red day on the stock market, crypto is not going to be going up. Really thought the Trump coin token, whatever, would have highs and lows. It's been nothing but downhill. Yeah, it has. Not a pretty sight. We go to the 4-hour chart, and then we go to Trump. And $10.79. This is the lowest it's ever been. All-time low. Yikes. Now for Doge, 16.8. When was the last time it was at 16.8? That would be November 5th. Right before the election results came in. So Doge has completely retraced back to election day. It's come all the way full circle back. Buy, 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 Air Lorian says. Well, now, if you feel like you missed out on the big 200% pump from election day, you get your chance again to rebuy. Bottom signal? Can we just send Trump to the moon? Yeah, if you're a longer time stock investor and you've been doing stocks and you've been doing, you got a 401k or something into the S&P 500, Vanguard, you've been investing for a while. The crypto thing doesn't really affect you as much. It shouldn't. It's more volatile, and you know that, and you're buying into something that you know is going to be more volatile than stocks. We certainly see it here. I mean, Dogecoin is a meme coin, guys. Remember that. It's not a safe investment vehicle at all, Dogecoin. Doug got some Doge at $16.98. Under 17 cents. I think that's a pretty good price. Will it drop more? Still just about 2/3 of you think down a little more before we go back up. You're hiding your number in your crypto portfolio. It is what it is. That's for sure. Yeah, the back and forth on the tariff thing that's a very reactionary kind of thing. That's not really showing strength and leadership when you do stuff like that. I mean, I get it, right? The heads of all the, big 4 auto companies went to Trump and said, wait. We got a lot of cars still being built down in Mexico. Don't slap tariffs on them. Let us finish our cars. That makes sense. So Trump gave him a month. Finish your cars, get them up here, and then the tariffs start. So that kind of makes sense, but it's still reactionary. I have faith that a dollar is still in play in 2025, JS says. Once we get the good news from Stebbing, House of Doge, finally file for the long extension. You caught up in 2x and now I'm in slow-mo. Yep. Oh, there were a lot of great Elon posts back in the day. Not anymore. I think most of the selling going on are bots and market makers still. I mean, why would retail be selling after all of this? I mean, if you didn't get shaken out back here on February 2nd, down to 20 cents, and then we dipped down to 19.5 and then down to 18.5. If you didn't get shaken out then, why would you be selling now at 16.8? Doge is done. Cheyenne. God. Sorry, that's just one of the stupidest comments. Sorry, dude. It really is. And a reminder, hit the like button, Mars. Thank you. 69 likes. That's a good number. Elon loves to troll and have fun. He doesn't care. He just does stuff. Will House of Doge get us out of the rut? I would think that if the partnerships are good enough and the plan is good enough, Doge is going to get some good trading. You bought 200,000 Doge at 6 cents, sold 100,000 of them at 20 cents. Took some profit. Are you buying back in that 100,000? Still not bad to be holding 100,000. March 32nd. Good entry on Doge in the 16s. I didn't think we would have this much weakness in the market. I truly didn't. After that big dip we had February 2nd, I thought 20 cents would be a good, strong support, but it broke. These tariffs are just freaking people out. Cameron's got 100,000 in Doge. And 10,000 in Doge, 34-cent average. Buying now to drive down my cost. Haven't lost anything because you haven't sold. Exactly. Do not sell, buy the dippy. Yeah, you can afford to let your crypto investments sit there for years. Doesn't mean you're happy about it. I get that. 6 cents is a long way down, K-Mac. That's a long ways down. But a stock market correction, it'd be tough for crypto to claw back up while the stock market continues correcting, fear of inflation, more tariff impact. From what I'm seeing, the M2 money supply is still out there. We haven't really seen it coming back yet. How much did I lose? No, I won, sheep. I won. There were a few of my tokens that I was down on when I sold them, but everything else was up, up, up. If we kept Kamala, she would have found a way making the 100,000 plus group be stuck with unrealized gains. And all of this will always be down. A lot of things would be a lot different in many different ways. We wouldn't have gotten that pump back in November. That's for sure. The market is overpriced. The stock market. PE ratio's off. That NVIDIA dropping. Yep. You took a 5% profit from NVIDIA, but it's dropping. You shifted your Vanguard funds all over to long-term bonds last Tuesday, sitting safe for at least a month. Not a bad play, Dustin. Probably not a bad play. We can't look that far ahead, Cameron, 5 or 10 years. Even a guess is not even worth making a guess. We don't know what's going to happen with cryptocurrency adoption. We don't know what's going to happen with so much. Yep, it's going to take a while to retool and get set up in the United States. Yes. That is going to happen. It is a meme coin, Weldy. Exactly. Dogecoin is a meme coin. It's the only meme coin. Everything else are just tokens. But it is a meme coin, and you guys are investing in a meme coin. So you got to know what the volatility is and what the risk is. ADA, though? Really? ADA? That's not doing very well either. I know, Will. You've been around. Hey, Pex Cat. Buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Say hi to everybody before you turn your back on them. Pex Cat's here tonight, guys, on a Sunday night. Hey, Pex Cat. What's up, buddy? Huh? What's up? Buddy. Huh? What's up? Next week, Doge will be back in the 30s. Yeah. I don't think so, Mars. We got a ways to go. I'm not a rep for Doge. I am a rep for cryptocurrency and decentralized finance, which just happens to have Dogecoin as what I think is the best peer-to-peer decentralized currency. Dogecoin's better than anything else. Plus, who doesn't like dogs and memes? Even though I'm holding a cat right now. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? I know, buddy. 9 cents, JS. Boy, a lot of big drops. A lot of big drops. I know, buddy. Right now, we're just kind of settling down right in here in the 16/8. All right, RR, we'll see you. Yeah, I hate daylight savings time too. Let's just keep the clocks where they are now. Jacob thinks alt season in April. Well, I'd like to know where the money comes from for alt season. Where's the money going to come from, Jacob? Because I don't see it right now. The money is not there. You felt for a month we were going to go back to pre-election levels? You remember the day you went all in? February 8th, 2020. Wow. You got a good price back then. Linda thinks $1 by April 1st. April Fool's Day. That'll be an interesting day this year, right? April Fool's. Bill thinks we're going to go down until the war and tariff situation gets settled. Yeah, pretty negative. Your support line is 16 cents from a giant bull flag. So far, 16.5 was the lowest today. Yeah, I mean, John, I told you guys what I was doing. And then when I did it, I told you after what I did. I told you why. I saw what was happening with the tariffs. And it's just continued to bleed off more since then. But true, Doge doesn't care about the charts. Was November the only pump? Well, we had one back in March a year ago. That was the pump that took Doge from 7 cents up to 22 cents. And then we pulled back over the summer to about 12, 11, and 10 cents before the November pump. I don't think the bull run is over, VC. I think we're in a different time now where we had a run back November, let's say half of December, and then we'll have another run that'll be independent of it, will be its own bull run as well. And I think the whole 4-year cycle philosophy may be done. Again, I said before, I believe in the 4-year cycles until there are no longer 4-year cycles. And we could be seeing that now start to happen. You sold at 39 cents, reason. And then you bought 10,000 at 24 cents. I mean, not a bad swing trade. Better than holding and not selling at 39. Hey, all indications were at that time that 24 cents was a good price. It was a good dip. Algorand. I know Algorand is totally underrated. Back to 20 cents. Cat's falling asleep in my arms here. The housing market is mixed. Here in Boston, all of the countrywide housing numbers and all of that don't apply here. The real estate here, at least in eastern Massachusetts, the Boston area, prices just keep going up, and they always have. So, yeah, the mortgage rates are still up, but in Massachusetts, we're still getting houses selling for over asking. Not as many on the market now because people don't want to leave their 3.5% mortgages. So there's less volume of houses on the market. That's really what the difference is now, Reed, is that people don't want to sell out of their low mortgage and then have to buy in it, get a new mortgage for double the rate that they're currently at. Crypto would be done in this country if Harris won. Could be 3 months do not foretell what the year will bring. And that's true. The same thing happened in 2021. We had that huge pump the end of January, beginning of February. Dogecoin shot from under a penny up to 8 cents, dipped all the way back to like 2.5, 3 cents, settled in at about 4 cents, and just traded there for a month and a half. Dead. Absolutely dead. People were saying, oh, Dogecoin's done. And then April and May happened. So you never know. My outlook, John, is still the same. I think we're going to be a bumpy spring. Summer is going to be probably low volume. Again, that whole sell in May, go away until September. By the end of September, I think we'll see recovery, and then I think we're going to see a good fall. That's my outlook for the year, which isn't that much difference from what I said on January 1st. I just didn't foresee this February and early March dip being as dippy as it is. Nope, Doge doesn't look good right now. That is true. Can't sugarcoat it. I mean, just look at the chart and you see weakness in the market. Charts do not look good. Is it time to blame Kriss for losing my life savings? Wow. Well, if you had done what I did, you would have sold a lot on February 1st for profit, big profit, if you had done what I did. I don't know what to say, but you weren't around, 2 years ago when we were buying at low prices in the bottom of the bear market. Worst, selling 2/3 of NVIDIA for 5% profit. Robinhood is first in, first out. So your average cost, yep. But who cares what your average cost is, really, Johnny? It doesn't matter. For tax reasons, it works out best, actually. So if it goes up higher in years to come and you finally sell those, you're not selling the stuff that you bought, 500 points lower, which would be a big tax hit. What's going on, Maria? I hear a lot about Doge going to 6 cents. That was just one of Ali's things, because he wasn't getting enough views and clicks on his bullish $12 Doge price prediction. So now he's back to the negative and 6 cents. That doesn't mean it's going there. It doesn't mean it's going there. K-Mac, your boy? Is Trump my boy? No, he isn't. I don't know where you get that. I didn't say the trade war was a good thing either. And Jay, yeah, absolutely. Everything's down. It's not just Doge. You're welcome. Yes, I'm a rep for education and fun. I try to have fun. Tonight it's pretty tough. Markets don't look good. Doge dropping lower now, 1648 now for Doge. And Bitcoin is about to drop below 80,000. Wesley, first time my portfolio was red. Yeah, big dip. Yep, Pex cat is a tabby. Classic tabby cat. Thinks headed over 32 cents over the next 2 weeks. Well, I mean, we'll see what this House of Dogecoin Foundation thing is. That's the immediate thing right now for Dogecoin. Maria, I can't tell you to sell or hold. Whatever I tell you, you'll then blame me. I don't do that. I'm not a financial advisor. I can just show you what's going on in the market. I can tell you what I'm doing. And when I get more cash on Friday, I'm going to buy. I just don't know what the price is going to be on Friday yet. Sheep Bunny sold all your Doge at 40 cents. Never going to look back. Are you going to buy any more in 4 years? Oh, okay. Well, you can still hang out with us. Watch the markets. Get all the news. Yep, no alt season. No one's pumping liquidity. Exactly, Johnny. As sad as it is to say that, and I have been talking about that for months now, that alt season is in question. We're not seeing the rotation into ETH, not happening. And do we just skip ETH and rotate into alts? No. I think there will be a few, but they will pump only because of their utility and specific news about them, not just because they're going to pump, because it's an altcoin. So I've changed my look at this cycle. Look at 2021. What if it's the first top and we get one more? That's what I'm thinking, Julian. We talked about that this morning. That exact thought was just like, yeah, this could be like 2021. We had that first run, and now it's selling off. And then we'll have a second run in the fall. It could very well be that. 2017 had something similar as well. There wasn't as much of a gap between the two runs as we're seeing now. The second best coin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is second best. That's what KrissPax says. Bitcoin is second best. Get ready for the bumpy dips. Indeed. There's not going to be a Doge check, John. Don't get your hopes up for a Doge check. Yeah, April 2nd. Next round of tariffs, or the ones that were delayed, are going to go into effect. So, yep, going to be a bumpy ride. Well, Abby, we are patiently waiting for the next big crypto run. If the strategic Bitcoin reserve doesn't do it, I don't know what will right now. Again, Doge can go on its own run based on its own news, and we're anticipating something soon. There's certainly a lot of weakness with the alts, but Bitcoin doesn't have to hit 73. KMAC, there's no reason. 77 is what I called would be the bottom, and it hasn't hit that yet. But that's just me. John, if we needed a butler, I would hire you. Sure. I got a cat. I've got a cat who is my butler. Yeah, Sheep Bunny. 78K, right? In the 77s. That's what I said. 77K. Yeah, Gatorbite. A year ago was different times than what we have now. I mean, we were still coming off high inflation, but under the Biden administration, money was flowing. A lot of money flowing. We do not have that now. All that money supply in the United States is all getting cut. Thanks to Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. We get more efficient. That means there's not a bunch of money flowing around. Jacob says 15 cents. Oh, right now our poll, well, we'll end the poll. It ended up being pretty close to 50-50, 56 to 43. So a little more on the bearish side, 56% of you, but 43 on the bullish. Ended up, yeah, close enough to 50-50. Doge can go on a run. Doge could, we saw this in 2021, Doge could launch alt season. It did in 2021. So maybe. Right, Julian. And since 2008, the money supply cycles were on very similar 4-year cycles as was Bitcoin. So maybe that was coincidental. I don't know. But Raw Paul talked about this all last summer and last spring. It was all his banana zone theory, and it was all about the money supply. But it's not happening now. When he thought we would be in true banana zone, not happening. Matt, you're starting to sound like the other bears now. I'm not buying until it goes below 12 cents. Harvey, the Pi Network, stay away. Not financial advice, but stay away. Stay away. Look at how many coins are in circulation. Look how many coins the contract has. If I recall right, 7 billion are in circulation. 100 billion coins are in the contract. So only 7% of the total supply is actually in circulation. You want to buy Pi Network? Just do the math. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? You have a good feeling Doge is going to have an amazing day tomorrow. I would love that. Doge dipped down to 1647 and now back up to 1690. Tax returns? I don't know if there's enough retail money in the tax returns to help crypto go off on a bull run. Yeah, right. Without Wemby, they're poor Spurs. And I do feel bad for the Dallas fans when they traded Luka. They got Anthony Davis back, and he gets injured his first game with them. So yeah, pretty tough for Texas basketball fans right now. Exactly. You can't go wrong with real estate in New England, Bigfoot. Bigfoot. You can't go wrong with real estate. And I told everybody what my plan was. Invest for the bull market in crypto, and then take my profits and roll it into real estate, which is what I did. So yeah, the value of this house is just going to keep going up, regardless of what the markets do. Daydream. No, I started anew. I had a live stream this morning. That was the whole bear market thing. We ended at what time is it? 1 o'clock? I don't know. And we started up at 7:30 here. Had you been buying good projects 2 years ago, you would not be losing right now. Gatorbite, everything's down. I mean, come on. But I sold back at the end of January, 1st of February. I took a few profits middle of January, like Jasmine at 3.1 cents. Now, sure, it was up over 4 cents back in December, but I wasn't selling in December yet. I did sell some Doge at 42 cents, and people were giving me crap about that. And I was just like, guys, I had a whole thesis on taking profits. People didn't want to listen to me then. I don't know. Bullish on Doge, depressing to watch the Mavs. I get it, Raul. I get it. Not a good trade. Swing trading, Abe, there's always a risk, particularly with Dogecoin, but successful swing trades can allow you to stack more Doge. Where do we send Doge for the giveaway? I have my Doge wallet down in the link or down in the description below. It's my Doge wallet. That's from my MyDoge wallet, and that's the wallet I use for giveaways. Nope, that's not true. You don't have to pay taxes on crypto. Not true. Even collectibles. If you sell low, if you buy low and sell high, that's a profit. You have to pay a tax on it. Yeah, Ryan, we had that up. House of Doge. It's coming and coming fast. Get ready. Dogecoin is money. Dogecoin is the people's coin. Let's go. I know, John, right? And Ali's not the only one I go after. But it's just like, he just keeps posting these stupid whale buying. I mean, if the whales were buying as many coins as he posts, prices would be sky high. They're not buying. They're transfers. Most of them are transfers. And when Into the Block or wherever it is posting those charts showing large or whatever transactions, it doesn't differentiate between what is a buy and what is a transfer. And particularly when exchanges are transferring big money, everyone thinks those are huge buys. Well, if those were huge buys, the price of Doge would not be where it is now. We did just hit 17 cents though, guys. That's good. I thought Bitcoin was going to drop below 82, but it didn't. Or 80 also, but it's now back up over 81. You bought some at 16.7, Anthony? No, now you're in profit. Now you're in profit on that because we're now at 17. Hey, buddy. JS just bought Doge, ETH, and Bonk. It's a good time to buy. That's what I say. Maria, people are buying now. We don't have a full confirmation of a turnaround, but Do you believe in crypto? Better to be in it than not in it. Could we have 3 legs up? Linda, we could have 3 legs up. That would be more like what the 2016-2017 cycle was. There was a first run up in 2016 and then 2 in 2017. We could still have that. Doge will rock it. John, as I've been saying, you buy when there's blood in the street on the big red candles. You might not hit the bottom, but this is a good one right here. I've zoomed out on the 4-hour chart, and it's like you buy on the big red candles down. And then you hodl and you wait for the big green candles up. That's it. The second gift, Blake, could be 16-cent Doge could be the second gift. The first gift was the 10-cent Doge that we had back in August. This is the second gift. Maybe. Wildman, your average is 19.6. Waleed, why would you say that? That's a dumb comment. Investing requires risk. Yes, Frank. You got to be in it to win it. No risk, no reward. Exactly. And that's also why I didn't sell all of my Dogecoin back at the beginning of February. People ask me all the time, well, why didn't you just sell it all if you knew the prices were going down? And I was like, well, I didn't know the prices were going to go down. I was guessing because of the tariffs. But then we had that whole Dogecoin Foundation thing and the House of Doge thing. And it's like, I'm glad I kept some Doge because Doge could go up a lot higher than 30 cents. That can still happen. But Sheep Bunny, Dogecoin has outperformed Bitcoin. It's in the numbers. Continues to outperform Bitcoin in the long term because it has such big pumps when it pumps. That's what Doge does. And the other reason, as I've been saying, is because Dogecoin is probably the best transactional cryptocurrency out there because everybody just wants to have, well, as you say right here, right? Bitcoin store of value, right? So read the Satoshi white paper and you tell me where Satoshi envisioned Bitcoin to be a store of value. No, he doesn't say that. Satoshi says peer-to-peer digital cash. That's what he envisioned for Bitcoin. And that's not what it's being used for now. Now it's the digital gold store of value. So yes, it is a better store of value than Doge, but it's not better than Doge because it's no longer acting as a cryptocurrency. Now it's acting like a crypto gold store of value. We'll see whether that actually plays out or not. Yeah, not tonight, Gavin. The Bitcoin price, now it's up to 81.2. So we are starting to see a bit of recovery tonight. It's going to be slow, though. It's going to be slow. Shaking the paper hands out. When am I starting my real estate channel? Funny. Funny. Yes, Allie does respond to me. And it's usually in a very negative way, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. I do not know how many Doge miners there are, Maximus. Yep, 17 cents, Bruce. Maybe the bounce. Yes, your average cost changes when you sell. The first chunk you sell takes out from the first chunk you bought. So most likely, your average will go up after you sell some. You only pay taxes, Abby, when you sell. If you're just holding crypto, you do not have to pay taxes. You would have if Kamala Harris had won the election. That was her economic plan, was unrealized gains getting taxed. No, thank you. Now you had some limit orders getting executed. You're almost out of funds. Well, we might have a turnaround here. That might have worked out pretty well for you. You have a Robinhood widget on your phone that shows 19.8. Yeah, Jacob, we talked about the M2 money supply. It's delayed this year. We're not getting a big increase in it right now. Quantitative easing isn't happening yet. We're just not here yet. I'm manipulating the market lower so I can buy when I get my paycheck. Yeah, Friday, there'll be a huge dip when I get paid again. Guarantee it. Sheep. I'm not saying Dogecoin is a store of value. I've never said that. I've never said that. Dogecoin is not a store of value. But Dogecoin's price can outperform Bitcoin, which it has. I don't know. That just happens. Do you still see Dogecoin price all-time high this cycle? Nature sparks, anything goes right now. Let's see what the adoption is. Let's see what the partnerships are. I want to see the utility. I want to see what's going on here before I start saying it's going to hit this price or that price. If you want to see my prediction for the year, then go watch my video from January 1st, where I gave my 2025 Dogecoin price prediction. That's still in play. Exactly, Brian. Thank you. I never called Doge a store of value. I did read the Dogecoin white paper. I wrote it. Sheep, you haven't been around. But I did write the Dogecoin white paper. Fedalcanio, thank you for finding me. I'm a medium-sized whale. Not at the moment. I'm trying to get back there. I don't mine Doge. We're going to start a mining class this summer. We're going to go through the whole process of researching miners, making a purchase, setting it up, and mining. 4-step process. We're going to go through it together this summer. Dr. V, how are you? If I sold at a loss on SHIB and made on Doge, would I have to pay $3,000 as a break even? It's break even. It's a break even. It all adds up for the calendar year. So if both of those things happened in 2025, you would have a net zero. It's all on your Schedule D. Schedule D zeros out. VP, total bear. I'm not. I had enough. I had enough. Sorry, Abby. I was just replying to what you said earlier, and you made it sound like I have to pay taxes, and it's not until you sell. But you have corrected yourself. I get it. Thanks, Dr. V. Appreciate it. Son, I can't tell you what to do now. Only you can make that decision. Right now, we're starting to see a bit of a turnaround, showing a little positivity. So that's good. There are some who like to look up, particularly with Bitcoin, that like to look at the RSI, which is why I have the RSI here. And so if we go to the weekly RSI, we can actually start to look at different trends of when you buy and when you sell, like when the crossovers happen. So for instance, if the RSI comes up over the yellow line, you buy, and then when it crosses back under, you sell. And then when it comes back up above it, you buy, and when it comes back below, you sell. And when it comes back above, you buy. And then when it comes back over, you sell. And if you had done that strategy over the past year, you would have made out like a bandit. It's really tough to follow that. But if that's a strategy, you could actually have done that this year. And you would have made out very well, and you would have sold Bitcoin at the top here. Just about the top. You would have sold it at, when the crossover happened, Bitcoin is at 100,000. And now you're waiting for the crossover to come back to buy back in again. It's a strategy. Very, very tough to be patient, though, because look at the gap right now between the RSI and the moving average. That gap, you'd be impatient and you'd be like, no, I want to buy now. But no, you got to wait for the crossover to happen. There are people who follow this kind of strategy. Well, Bitcoin's going up almost to 82,000. Doge going up also right now. So maybe that was the local bottom that we just had there. Buy everything. People have been talking about Bitcoin dominance flipping for alts for months. Still hasn't happened yet. Hello, Doge John. How are you? No, Bill, I can retire anytime. I'm good. You got a house fully paid off, no mortgage. Still have a good chunk in my retirement plan. I'm all right. But I love what I do. I'm just going to keep doing it for a little while. I'm not going to talk about Dog's AI pre-sale hybrid guy. But thanks for asking. I don't talk about pre-sale tokens on this channel. You ready? Up, up, up. Where's Doge's market cap right now? Aesthetic asks. Sure, we can look at that. Let me refresh this just to make sure I got the latest. Doge's market cap is 25.3. I'm sorry, $25.4 billion. Cardano's at 25.9. So ADA is a little bit above Doge. Tron is at 22.1. So Doge, very securely in ninth. out of the top 10, 25.4 billion. But in the last hour, up 1.5%. So starting to see some recovery. Well, you haven't lost, Hero, unless you've sold. But there are opportunities to buy more at a lower price. This dollar cost average approach, which brings your overall average down if your average is higher than the price now. Hey, Raiden, how are you? Where in the world is Raiden today? It's late on a Sunday night here in Boston. If you had to sell all of your Doge within the next year and a half, you could only sell it all once. What month? November. Regions. I'd say November. Hello, Raiden. Hello. Pi. You've been mining it for a couple of years. From what I've heard, people who've been mining it can't sell it. I don't know. I didn't mine it. I wasn't involved. Pi's going on a little bit of a run right now. It's a little bit of an uptick right now, up over $1.50. But still, overall, still down, down, down. So, but starting to make a little comeback. Somebody's buying it. Not Kriss. On the south of France. Well, it's the middle of the night there. You're up really, really late. Pie is good with ice cream. Exactly, Doug. Exactly. What else is going on right now? We had the good House of Doge news. Let's see what else is happening. Bitcoin in a critical zone, Kevin Svensson says. Now, why did you do that, Kat? Kevin says Bitcoin in a critical zone, touching the weekly parabolic trend. Well, that wasn't going to last. Yep, and now he just deleted the post. Oh, all right, Kevin. Oh, God. JD Vance memes. Oh, my God, they're too funny. Too funny. No, not too much else going on tonight. Master Kenobi, I know the sentiment is strongly bearish, but if you look no further than last summer, we went through a long and substantial drop of over 40%, over 147 days. And that was from the run up we had in March a year ago till the bottom dip in August. This is on total 3. Could it drop more? Sure. Are we in a bear market? Maybe yes, maybe no. Remember, crypto is for everyone, but not everyone makes money. Only an idiot reading between the lines would take this post as financial advice and come back in 3 days to curse me out because the prediction didn't come true. I know how you feel, Kenobi. I know how you feel. Again, like the title of this live stream, uncertainty in the market. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. Let's see what's happening with the futures. Stock futures are still in the red. All still in the red. U.S. stock futures fall following S&P's worst week since September. March's struggles look to continue. That's the headline right now. So things aren't looking good for the stock market tomorrow. Bill, what if more than 2 people live here? I wasn't live all day, Wei. I was on a different stream that I ended about 1 o'clock, and I started this one at 7:30. So 2 streams today. But there's a lot going on. A lot going on. Fake news. There's a lot of that too. Are we significantly down in March? Let's see what our Doge monthly chart says. But I'm guessing the answer is yes. 15%. Right now we're down 15% in March following the 38% February. Again, for those that weren't here last month, this was the worst February ever for Dogecoin in its entire history. Was this year. The worst March was 2018, down 53%. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. That was bear market 2018, big bear market. Yeah, last March we were up 87%, that big run. And remember, last November we were up 160%, where we ended up. So again, Dogecoin is volatile. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Some is best. You bought the high, 2021. Yeah. All right, gang. This is what we got for tonight. Well, we're at 17 cents. We'll close it here. We'll see how trading goes overnight and how we're going to do the stock market tomorrow with that, and be live again tomorrow afternoon on a Monday. So check that out. Make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Got a lot going on right now, definitely with the markets, and it's not full recovery yet. Just dipped back below 17 cents right now. We're in the 16s. So this is where we are. Now don't think about the past and what you woulda, coulda, shoulda done. What you can do now is, what are you going to do now, right? What is your plan of action now? So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Hope everyone has a great night or early morning, depending on where you are. And we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It's at an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.